All right, Will Damrath, Ish,
All right,
Mel
Alan Waters.
Hernandez,
Hello.
and myself, Alan Waters, here to bring you guys the broadcast tonight. Our first round-robin playoff game. I don't know how you'd better describe it. I guess it's a tournament. It's round-robin play for the next 3 or 4 days, 4 games, right?
Yep, we'll seed them out. We've got a nice summer day in March in Denver, Colorado, down at Family Sports Center, Tuesday, March 1st, and it's about 70 degrees out, so doesn't feel like
as you wear your gloves and your beanie here.
yeah, a lot colder in the rink here, but we're excited.
He said 70 degrees out, not in.
Right.
70, so a little chillier in here. All right, tonight's broadcast. Well, first off, let's introduce the team. So we got Cherry Creek Bruins up against our RJ Raiders in the first tilt of the round robin playoffs that we're in. How's the matchup look to you, Will?
It's going to be a good game. There's these kids all know each other. We know them well, coached them since they were little guys. They live in the same neighborhoods, played a tight one earlier this year. Got a few injuries and scratches on both sides, but I'm looking forward to a really well-coached game on both sides and a lot of passion from the kids here coming into the final stretches, Alan.
It was a one-goal difference in the last game. I think we won it 2-1. I might have the score wrong. I do know that it was a one-goal difference in the last contest. It was an exciting one. Both teams played probably, I'd say, at their top level. It was back and forth. There was really no one time in the game where one team had the ice tilted in their direction. It was just back and forth the entire game. It was a fantastic game. So the broadcast tonight, guys, is being brought to us by Jeff and Linda Osgood. Jeff and Linda Osgood.
Thank you, Osgood.
Yeah, OG's grandparents.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, does that make them grandparent OG? What does that make them?
OGs?
OGs?
I'm not sure. But thank you anyways. Thank you for allowing us to be here and broadcast this for everybody.
And we got a special little tribute. I don't even know if I've told my fellow commentators here, but in the first intermission, I think we got a little tribute for the Armitazes.
Oh, nice.
What's special about the Armitazes this year? They're both being twin boys. This is their senior year. So
they're going to be missed.
Well, are they ever going to be missed? Talented hockey players, big contribution that they've made to the RJ program over the last 4 years of their hockey careers. Very fortunate to get to play together as brothers, and they've brought a lot of value to this program. So we're going to feature them today. Probably see them covered a little bit in the pregame warm-up, and then we got a little video for you between the first and second period, so please stay tuned for that.
That's awesome.
Well, coincidentally, this is the practice sheet of the Colorado Avalanche, so you can bet the ice is in fantastic shape. I don't know if I've seen a referee squeegee the water for this long before any game, so crease is going to be in good shape. No excuses with the playing surface this afternoon.
So we're going to bring you tonight's lineup. Our starters are going to be starting with the forwards. Parker Brenner is going to take the middle and have Nolan Williams on his left side and Luke Damrath on his right. Our second line will be Connor Ihaya, Mr. Ihaya, with Eli Ash returning from a little bit of a few bumps and bruises from that last tournament. But he's in good shape, and he's going to be taken to the ice. So he'll be on the left side of Connor. And Camden Lai, Zip, over on the right side.
I like that line.
Our third line, Mr. Max Myhill, is going to be back in the lineup today as the team takes the ice. So Max Myhill, number 94, our third line center. And welcome back, Mr. Drew Lorenzo, number 10 for our RJ Raiders. Great to have him back in the lineup, right, guys? On the left side with Peter Armitage, number 6, on his right. We got Kellen Skollerud, fourth line center, with Harry Sorensen taking the left side there, and Avery Osgood, right side. So OG, Jeff and Linda, watch for number 181, taking the lineup on the right side of Kellen Skollerud. Our defensive pairings are going to be Matthew Carter, number 11, paired with Jake Kroll. Our second pairing is going to be Trent Schaefer on the left-hand side. Welcome back, Mr. Trent Schaefer, paired up with Teddy Armitage, and then the two Liams. Make it easy on you, Will. The Liams together. Yep. Waters and McDonald, and our starting goaltender, a kiddo we all know well, one you know exceptionally well, Ish.
I do.
Mr. Elijah Hernandez. What a tournament he played 2 weekends ago down in Colorado Springs. Boy, did he ever have his game on.
All right, let me talk a little bit about the Cherry Creek Bruins. They're the away team this afternoon in their navy blue, royal blue, trimmed out in the white stripes and the white helmets. RJ Raiders are in their whites, red helmets, red gloves. They'll be the home team. In goal for Cherry Creek Bruins is Ethan Barnhart, one of the best athletes on the team. I know Barney well. He's going to bring it today. Got a lot of Arapahoe kids on the Creek team. They've got a deep bench and they're well coached. Coach Jeff Milnecki hails from the Detroit area. He knows hockey and he's a big Red Wings fan. So
yeah, thumbs up with Jeff. Boo, Detroit. Like the colors. That's about all I like.
Yeah.
Will, who's your favorite team in the NHL? I forget.
I'm a Blues fan.
Okay.
Red Wings aren't far behind. Next topic.
Yeah.
So not in the lineup for our Raiders tonight is Eddie Barnes. So Barnes, he's going to be sitting this one out. Probably not going to be playing in any of the playoff games, candidly. He suffered an injury in the Colorado Springs tournament. Alex Gregory is going to be a healthy scratch. Expect to see him back in the lineup throughout the tournament. Ryan Miller, who has shifted up with the varsity program and with an injury with one of our goaltenders up there. And then Drake Woody, who again, one of our players that got a few bumps and bruises down there in Colorado Springs, and he's probably watching from home today. So,
yeah,
Drake, if you're tuning in,
get well.
Get well. Huge shout out to you, brother. Cheer on loud enough so that we can hear you right here from Family Sports.
Here we go. We got a couple minutes left in the warm-ups. Teams working their 2-on-1s right now on both sides. And what's the proposed schedule here for the week, Alan? With this round robin, we can go through the teams in the tournament.
So we got a game today. Then we don't play again until Saturday. Saturday we play two games. Let me make sure that that's right. Actually, let me grab the schedule. So yeah, we're up against Cherry Creek today. Then we're going to face off against on March 5th, which is Saturday, a big rivalry with Valor. And then on Saturday again that evening, so the first game is going to be 2:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then that evening we'll be playing Chaparral for the first time this season.
Yep.
We've not faced them, but I think that should be a fantastic game as well. 8 p.m. Saturday evening.
So we got a round robin with 6 teams, right, Alan? We got Chaparral, Cherry Creek, Regis Jesuit, Valor Christian, Fort Collins, and Monarch, all really solid teams.
And then top 2 teams from there are going to go directly to the championship game, which is scheduled for
Monday.
So good timing. It'd be great to participate in that championship game, and that is the expectation. And I say good timing because after we're done with that on Monday, we hope to maybe attend or watch the stream of the varsity level championship game, which is scheduled for Tuesday. So we got a lot of hockey coming your way. If you're an NHL fan, you may need to take a break.
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of high school hockey to tune into over the next 7 days or less now. I'm looking forward to this contest tonight. I think this is going to be a spirited one. Coming out of that last, and I think the timing is perfect as well coming out of that last tournament. Aside from the fact that unfortunately we did have a few bumps and bruises. The timing is perfect coming out of a tournament where we played 18 U teams and varsity level teams. You think that's going to put a little pep in their step tonight, Will?
Yeah, for sure. And there's a lot of high school hockey going on. All the varsity teams have got a doubleheader at Magnus Arena tonight. Some of us may be heading over there to watch some of those. So a good, fun weekend of high school hockey here in Colorado.
Our varsity program plays right after this at 5:30 p.m. So Ish, having watched your boy play 4 varsity level teams over the course of 3 days, 2 weekends ago, give us a little bit of insight. What was his takeaways with that level of competition?
He definitely walked away with a whole lot. His big thing, though, is because of his age, I believe, is just wanting to win really, really bad. But as you know, the numbers don't lie.
Oh, no.
Between 6 other goalies, he was above average on every aspect of the game. He did well. Very positional, like you always say, covered our defense up post to post, and just had an amazing week. He's he's ready for that same speed. I don't know if he'll get it. I'm sure he'll get a little taste of some speed with Creek, but
Creek's got a good JV program, so we're going to see something comparable to that. But
absolutely, but I think he's ready. I think he's seen enough to where he's lined up and he's ready to go.
So we got Coach Mel. Is Coach Mel heading up the bench over there on the Creek side?
No, we got McGregor and James over there, and a couple assistants. So a couple of his young guys taking over this JV program, doing a great job.
And then you got Coach Ott with Tucci and Hermanson. Man in the bench for the Raiders, and we are ready for puck drop.
15 minutes on the clock here. We've got the Brenner line out there with Crowell and Carter.
Play some hockey, guys.
We've got Brady Sisto, Bonasinga, Keating on the Creek side out there with Evan Stelino on D. And Zane Miller on D. So here we go. Sisto and Damrath at the face-off circle, former teammates squaring up here. Puck face-off over the Creek line to Stelino. He chips off the glass. It comes right back down to him behind the net. Stelino's going to post up behind the net, fire a breakout pass, and they're up through 2-on-1, 3-on-1 developing early. Bonasinga with a high wide shot, comes all the way up to the post. Back down below. Crowell picks that up, goes to Damrath on the wall. Damrath chips to Brenner, but off his stick over to Stelino. Stelino chips back, and that's down. A shot on net will be gathered behind.
Breakout, well, that was Stelino with a pass in his forward's feet, and I think we read that wrong. Pinched a little bit, and that created the odd man rush going the other way in the first shift for the Bruins.
Yep. So puck back to Crowell, tries to hit Camden Lie in the neutral zone, but off his stick. Creek quickly sends that back down. They're going to have to regroup with Teddy Armitage over to Liam McDonald, and he goes back to his D, loses it in the skate on the forecheck, but Camden Lie checked hard on the boards. Teddy Armitage is going to just chip that up to Ash. That puck will dribble down for a shot on net and a wise goalie freeze. So a face-off down in the Creek end early. Got Trent Schaefer, Teddy Armitage on D. We've got Connor Ihaya, Camden Lie, and Eli Ash out there taking the face-off.
Ash looking no worse for the wear. He's looks like he's got his legs underneath him. Good to see.
Yeah.
Teddy Armitage picks that up. Connor Wagner on the forecheck, just over his stick, up and out of the zone.
Nice pass.
Nice feed through the middle to Lie. 2-on-2, just chips a soft one to the net. Trying to get to his own rebound, and that'll be frozen by Barnhart.
Nothing wrong with that. You got a 1-on-2 essentially, and he just chips it through them. Hopes for maybe a little bit of a rebound. Could have put that at the net probably a little bit harder. Look for that rebound and follow the puck to the net.
I want to see some afterburners.
James Lemke out there on the left wing for Creek. Puck rimmed out of the reach of Lemke, so Armitage is going to come back, pick that up, but that'll be an icing. So right off the faceoff, tried to rim that up to Lemke, couldn't get there in time. And we'll do it again.
Well, if the faceoffs are maintained at this pace, then winning those faceoffs is going to be very important. This is our third offensive zone faceoff already with just 2 minutes into the game.
Josh Kretschmer taking the face-off against Eli Ash out there for Creek. Kretschmer wins it back to the corner. Gets reversed back down, and he's behind the net.
We got Zoe out there for the first time in what feels like forever, doesn't it, guys?
Right.
Yeah. Trent Schaefer chips off the boards and picks up his own puck, and a nice quick shot on net by Max Myhill. Feed to the middle to Lorenzo. Got the older line out there with Lorenzo and Myhill.
The net has become displaced.
Yeah.
Something we have to commentate on far too often at high school hockey, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They don't stay in position too well, do they?
No.
Those pegs do not do a terrific job. You got your Liams out there.
Yep, so
and
we
our
got
Brenner line.
Brenner line, Brady Sisto and Stelino out there again for the Creek side. Puck comes back to Liam Waters behind the net. He rims that up to Nolan Williams on the left-hand side. It comes back to McDonald behind over to Waters. Waters is going to go high off the glass, but hits the stick of his forward. There's a battle on the wall here with Brenner, Damrath, and Creek. Creek sends that back wide. Liam McDonald is going to come hand that back to Waters. Waters forechecked hard by Sisto. Puck's put into the corner. Now back up high to the point to Stolino. Stolino with a quick shot, gloved by Hernandez.
Feeling a little pressure, Mr. Hernandez is smart to grab that puck and get a whistle back in the defensive zone. 12:16 to go. Tough read. I don't have my glasses on today, but looking through the mesh at that clock is not the easiest thing, but it looks like 12:16 to go.
You're right.
Here in the first frame.
Regis with the face-off win back to Crowell. Comes out. Nice breakout pass to
There to go.
Ash over to Camden. He's got speed through the neutral zone, but chips it deep. Eli Ash and Camden lie on the forecheck. Stolino chips to the corner, and Ihaya gets there first. Camden Lai comes back for support. He gets hit hard by David White. Nice centering pass to the middle.
Step up. Step up.
Regis late on the step up, but finally gets possession outside the blue and sends it back down to Stolino.
Uh-oh.
Creek's coming up wide with Connor Wagner on his backhand. Wagner hits the crossbar with a nice backhand quickly. Eli Ash hit hard by Connor Wagner in the neutral zone, and Connor Wagner's all over the ice early here on his second shift.
Yeah, that didn't look offside to me. That was a close one, but yeah, to your point, Wagner, he comes out flying, but candidly, he comes out flying every shift. That's what you expect out of it's number 2 here, Connor Wagner, right?
Yep.
Physical player.
You highlighted him before the game. You said, watch out for him.
He's gonna throw his body around.
Yeah.
You got Evan Eisen out there on right D for Creek. Face-off win back to Armitage. Armitage looked to Schaefer. That option wasn't open, so he finally gets it to Schaefer behind the net, who fires up to Pete on the wall. That gets turned over at the blue line. A quick shot fired off the shin pad of Armitage. And he gets forechecked hard, and Trent Schaefer picks that up behind the net. Trent Schaefer get a lot of pressure. Armitage under another hard check by Wagner, but Schaefer comes over to help out. Finally goes high off the glass and sends that puck all the way down. So a lot of forecheck pressure on that 30-second shift.
And again, to be expected out of that line led by Wagner. He's going to be a hard forecheck every time. Was that David out there with him as well?
Yeah, David White, number
David
15.
White. Smart to get the break, send it down the ice, icing, let's regroup.
Yep.
Brunner line out there with the Liams for Regis. Josh Kretschmer on the face-off. And James Lemke battling on the wall hard. Liam Waters grabs that puck and rims up high to Williams. Creek is able to stop that. Liam Waters comes up with that, and he's got a man in the middle, just misses Damrath in the neutral zone. But they do call the icing. I thought they were going to waive it.
So what I'm seeing thus far is a good, strong pinch by the Creek team, and a little bit too much separation between our D and our wingers posting up on the boards. And that's probably a byproduct of our D taking too long to move the puck up to the wingers, more so than it is the wingers being in the wrong spot.
That and a good forecheck we're not necessarily used to, so they're going to have to recognize that early.
We got to move the puck quickly up those sideboards and make those breakouts a lot quicker than what we're seeing right now.
So Stolino and Miller on the point for Creek. Face-off win. Over to Crowell. Crowell's got a couple guys up, feeds it up to Camden Lai, just in the stick. If Stolino gets his skate on it and breaks up the rush.
The other way, Zebra.
Crowell feeds that to the middle. Eli Ash tries to feed to his backhand. He's checked hard by Stolino in the corner. Camden Lai battling down there with Charles Keating. Stolino still battling for the puck, but it gets centered and somehow onto Ihaya's stick for a second, but no shot. Puck gets cycled back below, back out to Ash in front, a quick shot and a rebound. Crowell with a high shot, just missed the top left corner, and that puck comes up the wall. Carter steps up and chips that deep. He's going to go back and get his own dump. But Stolino tries to go high off the glass and hits the netting, so there'll be a face-off down in this end.
It's a little strange seeing some of the names out there playing D. We got at least 3 guys, from my perspective, that are converted forwards back to D. You got Schaefer on our Raiders program. who this year made the move from forward to D. And then you got Mr. Zane Miller and East Delino, both who I'm used to calling or seeing on the ice as forwards. They're now Creek defensemen.
Schaefer with a quick shot deflected off the face-off. Pete Armitage back out in the corner. He's hit hard on the wall, and Creek's going to chip that high off the glass, and there's a race with Wagner. Wagner all over Teddy Armitage, but somehow he evades it and gets that sent back down. Drew Lorenzo battling in the corner. Still has control, looking to hand off into the corner. He cycles down low. Sent up high to Schaefer. Schaefer, a hard shot deflected again into the corner. But Armitage is there first. Finally, Creek comes up with it, and they're up the ice. 3-on-2 with the line change.
Nice.
Nice step up just inside the blue line by Teddy to get that puck up and out.
Yeah. That's what you're going to get out of Schaefer on that point, too. Like I said, converted just this last year, so they find him wandering around in a few places he's not used to going in that defensive zone. But if he gets that puck on his stick at that point, you know that it's going to be a pistol coming at the net.
And Brenner finally with some speed through the neutral zone and a couple guys. 3-on-3 though, and he stood up right at the blue line, and the goalie freezes it. So not good numbers on that rush. They finally got it out clean, but it was a 3-on-3 with a back checker, so all he could do was try and thread the needle and get one on net.
Evan Eisen, a player we know well, stood up well. Good gap control, big body, smart player.
Looks like we got Lemke's line out there now, again with Kretschmer. Face-off win back to McDonald. Quickly over to Matthew Carter. Fires a low one, gets through, but rebound to Brenner. Brenner turns out of the top of the circle, fires a quick one on his forehand. Back to Damrath, picks up the rebound. Over to McDonald, off the shin pads of Lemke. Brenner now forechecking, trying to keep the cycle going, but Creek finally comes up with it. But off the stick of Lemke in the neutral zone, and they're going to have to regroup back here. Logan Flay sends that up ice to Lemke. He gains the blue line, but that's offside.
That was offsides.
Looked like he pushed one of his forwards up just to get through the blue line.
You make a move at that blue line, that'll put your teammate offside most of the time. 7:35 to go in the first period, a 0-0 score. Pretty even play thus far.
David White line out there for Creek. Stelino picks that puck up, lost in his skates right in front, but he has a strong stick and collects it. Good pressure behind the net by Eli Ash and Camden Lai. Finally, a nice move at the blue line. Creek comes up the ice, 2-on-1, but Trent Schaefer steps up on that puck.
Get it.
And Eli Ash is going to try and take the line. He got off sides, and they're going to call it right in front of the Creek bench.
Yeah, well-timed step up by Schaefer, and if you had have not done that, it was going to be odd numbers coming our way.
Yep.
Got a few guys standing still, stationary there in the neutral zone.
Trent's got a long reach. He's got Sorensen, Scalarud, Osgood out there with Armitage and Schaefer. Face-off win back to Schaefer. He fires that in. It's going to rim all the way up to Teddy. Teddy puts it back down, and Avery Osgood on the forecheck. Puck comes all the way up to Schaefer, sends it back down off of Osgood's stick. Stelino is going to gather that in the corner, send it up the wall, and out up to Teddy. Teddy sends that back through the neutral zone, but a nice step up by Stelino, and he's got the blue line, tries to feed Bonasinga on the far right side, but just off his stick.
Dangerous forward, Bonasinga.
So Armitage does a nice move here to get that to Harry Sorensen. Back up through the neutral zone, back and forth.
There's our first penalty coming of the game. Trent Schaefer follows through on the hit on the numbers. He's got his opponent, the Creek player, turning his numbers to him, and we've talked about that in the past. Tough to stop yourself when you're going in there for the contact, but he got him in the numbers nonetheless. We'll be going to the box for 2 minutes. Looks like it's an interference call. 6:10 to go, so 2 minutes at the 6:10 mark, 0-0. Face off in the defensive zone for the Raiders.
So Creek's got Linville, Keating, Wagner out there on their power play with Stellino. And Jackson O'Brien. Puck from Stellino to Jackson O'Brien. Loses the footing, and that comes all the way back down. Stellino's going to pick that up. Drew Lorenzo, Max Myhill on the Regis side on this PK. Nice feed. Creek enters the zone on the left-hand side. He pulls up, but loses the puck, and that's sent back down again. So Linville swinging down low. Keating staying up high. Good step up by Liam McDonald, but Wagner picks that up with a guy in the net, and he drives with a quick shot. Nice save by Hernandez.
Yep, D had him covered, so prevented the pass. Good back check by Liam after the play kind of snuck by him at the blue line, and good positioning by Hernandez. Just hold the post. Take away the options. Good positional play.
Good forecheck in the neutral zone on the penalty kill by Nolan Williams. That puck will get fired up and out again.
Good kill.
Quickly by Jake Crow. Parker Brenner forechecking on the PK. Forces a quick pass to the neutral zone, and that's all the way deep. Jake Crow battling with Lemke in the behind the net, tries a centering pass, but somehow Armitage comes up with it and sends it back down again with 33 seconds left in the penalty. Lemke, Bonasinga up high. Creek can't get it to him, sends it back down again with 20 seconds left in the penalty. Camden Lai coming onto the ice with Ihaya, steps up right at the blue line.
Hey.
Creek trying to move that puck and get it deep. Finally they get it deep. But that's going to do it for the penalty with Armitage picking that up. He fires that up and out. Guy out of the box. They're even. Battle at the blue line. Armitage gets that up and out, so they're even strength now. Stellino tries a quick pass through the middle. And fortunately steps up on the intercepted pass to prevent the 3-on-1. Nice play by Stellino at the blue line.
And Ash diving for that puck.
Yeah.
There we go.
Turnover. And that's Ihaya, maybe?
That's going to be Connor Ihaya. A nice little backdoor play. See if we can watch the replay here, Will.
Puck either got in the skates of Zane Miller or Stellino in front of the net.
Ihaya just floats over the backside, easy feed. Goalie's out of position. He dumps it right in down the center.
I think Stellino went down, and the puck got in his skates. He got knocked down, and it squirted out in front. Yeah. Ihaya was standing right there.
We will take it a 1-0 lead for our RJ Raiders with 3:41 to go in the first period. And that's the kind of goals, if you're going to score against Ethan Barnard, that's the kind of goals you really have to get. They got to be dirty down low goals, scrambles in those creases, backdoor plays. He's a talented goaltender, and he's not going to let anything in he sees.
So the Ihaya line stays out, and a turnover right here quick. And a nice back check by Camden Lai to prevent the shot from Jack Linville.
There's a missed penalty there.
The trip behind the play missed, but a little carom off the boards ends up right on the doorstep of Barnhart, and he freezes it smartly. Coach Ott's going to get, it looks like the Brenner line out there with Schaefer and Crow. Excuse me, Schaefer and Armitage with the Brenner line. Sisto with the face-off out here with Grayson Helm on D. And Bonasinga on their wing. There's a battle with Sisto on the wall. Nolan Williams and Brenner trying to get that up and out. Sisto, nice job gloving that pass and gaining the line. Nice step up on the blue line by Williams. Damrath tries to get that deep, and that's intercepted. Damrath on the forecheck. Quick pass to Sisto. Sisto tries to get that up and out in the helmet of Brenner. Brenner sends it right back down. Damrath on the forecheck. Momentarily loses it. But Creek regroups behind their net with Damrath on the forecheck. Turnover forced high off the glass, and Schaefer keeps it in, sends it back down. With Max Myhill on the forecheck with Pete Armitage. tying him up on the wall.
Lorenzo coming in to finish the line change.
So Lorenzo waiting to see who's going to come up with this puck, staying nicely on the D side of the battle. Still not free. Pete Armitage digging there with Myhill. Myhill still in the corner. Finally, Creek comes up with it behind the net. They're just going to lightly chip that down, and that's going to be an icing. So nobody wanted to commit. Very defensive positioning there. Everybody was waiting to see who's going to come up with the puck, Alan.
Yeah, that last clear by the Creek team, that was kind of more a curling move than it was a clear. I think sweep, 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 we got the icing.
It's got Sorensen, Skallerud, Osgood out there with Liam McDonald and Liam Waters. On the Regis
I
side.
believe Waters just came off.
Sorry, who's on the left? Matthew Carter.
Matthew Carter, yeah.
Puck up to Carter, back down to Osgood. Osgood evades and tries to keep the cycle going on the wall. Skellerud coming in for help. Creek comes up with that, but nice back check by Sorensen to keep possession, and Avery Osgood sends that back down deep. Skellerud on the forecheck. Nice D-to-D over to Stelino. Stelino hands back off to Zane Miller, who chips a nice one in a breakout 2-on-1 opportunity. And a nice save by Hernandez. Just got under his
Nets off.
Nets off. But I don't know the ref realizes it, so a forwarding pass in front just off the stick of Skallerud. Sorensen is going to try and get that over the blue line, and he does. Net is still off.
Keep playing, keep playing.
Possession on Creek. They're not going to blow that whistle. Finally, a step up at the blue line.
So a little advice to Elijah on that. You got the net off by a foot or more.
Push it even more.
All
right?
you got to do is push it. You can't get a penalty for it. You shouldn't get a penalty for it. But when you've listen,
Right.
timing's essential, right? You don't want him to be distracted. He did the right thing, hanging in there. But as soon as that puck is cleared, just push that net completely off, so that there's no question when Creek comes back into the zone as to whether or not that was on or off the moorings.
Wagner, Linville, O'Brien out there. Liam Waters and Teddy Armitage on D for Regis. Up to Camden Lai, who gets hit hard, and that gets recycled back. Teddy Armitage taking refuge behind the net, puck in his skates. Sends it back over to Liam Waters to buy time, and he's got it up to Eli Ash. He's got two men.
Nice.
Hits Camden Lai wide on the blue line.
Oh, just gets caught up in his feet.
Oh, that would have been a nice opportunity, but just offsides as it got caught up in his skates.
See Ihaya hitting those brakes.
Well, what happened there is I think the pass was on the tape too, so I think he had it. It was just a matter of him kind of moving before he got his feet were spinning. He knew that he had a break in all alone there. Just next time, Camden, bring the puck with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Who am I talking to, man? He can skate 3 times faster than I can and shoot and handle the puck and everything.
Sisto out there with Keating and Bonasinga. This is a goal-scoring line for Creek, but a good hard forecheck by Ihaya and Camden Lai and Eli Ash on the strong wall. Bonasinga squirts out with no time left, and that'll do it for the period. 1-0 Regis.
All right, I think we're going to take a little pause. We're going to play a little bit of a tribute video here for the Armitages. We'll let this roll.
All right, jumped the gun there. Sorry, Alan.
That's okay.
The puck was dropping. I didn't stop. All right. Nice tribute for the Armitasses. We'll visit more on that later. But second period underway. Regis with a stretch pass to Damrath up the middle. Stelino steps up, but it pops loose to Williams on his backhand. A quick shot and a rebound high off the glass. Trent Schaefer steps up and intercepts that. Brenner's got it in the corner with Damrath in front. Brenner wheeling behind the net, gets taken down by Stelino.
Yep.
Nice check by Stelino. Damrath forechecking behind the net. Rotates over and Pete Armitage. And a turnover in front to Brenner right on his backhand. And Damrath and Brenner right in front battling for the loose pucks. Matthew Carter's going to send that back behind to Damrath. Forechecking in the corner. Puck comes up to Carter. Over to Crowell. Quick shot and a nice save by Barnhart. Gets a little hello from Damrath, his former teammate.
Yeah, no wind-up there from Crowell either. And what an accurate and hard shot with such a little wind-up. He's got a trigger there, right? We were looking for a nickname for that kid. I think I'm going to call him the Kid, as in Billy the Kid, as far as how he draws those pistols out so quickly and can fire the puck. So there you go, Mr. Jake Crowell. You're now Jake the Kid Crowell.
I like that.
We got Eisen out there and D for Creek with Lemke. Face-off up to Schaefer. Cycles it back down low to Camden.
Get to the middle.
Nice cycle in front. Tries to make a centering pass from Brenner to Ash. Ihaya out there with Ash. Ihaya picks it up behind the net. He's looking high. Comes up to Liam McDonald. Liam McDonald hands it back off to Ihaya. Quick shot off the thigh pad of Eisen. And Lemke's going to pick that up and go high off the glass.
I don't know why you're calling that
Right.
no icing
Right.
there. That was 3 feet in the air, and I guess our referee decided that was a puck we could have played.
Yeah, clearly he knew it was going to be an icing, wanted a line change, and no icing called. They had to hurry up on the line change. So Regis coming across with Schaefer down the left-hand side. Behind the net, Connor Wagner staying Man-U net on Schaefer. Wheels all the way around, fires in. A quick shot loose in front. Ihaya can't get his stick on it. And a battle on the wall with Liam McDonald and Camden Lai. Ihaya staying on the D side. McDonald comes up with it, takes it all the way back up to the blue line, back down to Ihaya. Ihaya's got Lai in front, finally hands it over to Lai on the far side. Back up to Schaefer, over to McDonald. McDonald, quick shot off the ankles of a Creek player, but they come up with it. Ihaya again to Schaefer. Back to Brenner. Sorry, not Ihaya. Brenner is up high. McDonald with the line change is maintaining possession. Hands off to Brenner behind with the line change coming in front. Puck is loose. Damrath battling, gets hit hard by Wagner. But Damrath picks it up. He cycles back down to Brenner. Damrath and Brenner with that puck down low. Williams finally gets it up to Crowell. Deflected shot.
Here's another one.
That might be a penalty.
The net is off again, so that might be the cause for the whistle, no penalty, but we've got a frustrated goaltender on the Creek side, probably wondering why his teammates are sitting back and giving so much time and space to the Raiders, who are moving it very effectively and efficiently on the outside, on the perimeter. You know, candidly, if they're going to give you the time and space, take it, right, Will?
Yeah.
So
Face-off win over to Damrath, up to Crowell with a quick shot wide of the net, over to Matthew Carter. He sends it back down deep with Brenner. He's going to get there first and cycle back down to Williams. Williams up to Crowell. Quick shot deflected again twice. Damrath on the forecheck with Brenner.
and a little bit of an interference play
Brady
there against
Sisto
Damrath.
gets stepped up by McDonald on the wall hard. Williams, Brenner, and Damrath giving them all they can down there. Damrath, nice button hook over to Williams and a quick shot and a glove save by
A beautiful
Barnhart.
button hook. That was not his original intent. He was looking back at the point, realized the point was covered, had a man on him at the same time. I think the defender thought he was going to send it back to the point. A nice, pretty little button hook brought it back into a good passing lane for him to set up a good scoring chance.
Anytime as a forward, if you can get that puck to your forehand at the top of the circle, that's dangerous. So we've got Myhill out there with Armitage and Drew Lorenzo. Puck comes up to Schaefer at the point, and another deflection in front, but Creek picks that up, and Teddy Armitage gloves that at the blue line to keep it in. Finally, that puck bounces back over to Connor Wagner, who sends it to the middle, but intercepted by Teddy Armitage. Teddy Armitage takes refuge behind the net, buys a little time, but pickpocketed, and a quick shot.
Save.
Hernandez with an unbelievable save.
Interference.
Yep, just after the save by Hernandez, which was a dandy, I believe we saw a little contact there. I don't know if we got a replay, but a little contact in there with Myhill taking his man out. Probably was the right call. I've seen a few similar infractions thus far throughout the game that have not been called, but ref's got a better vantage point than I do, and with 10:43 to go.
That was a big save. That was a big save for momentum with the penalty. Point blank, very important here for Regis to have the confidence with Elijah right now. Power play up to the point. Shot blocked by Camden Lai, sent back down.
So guys, the first 5 minutes of the second period have been spent in the Creek zone. We'll see if this penalty changes the momentum for the Bruins at all. Obviously during the penalty you'd expect so.
Bonasinga with speed takes it down, but Liam McDonald with that long stick prevents it. A puck loose in front.
Get it out.
It's finally into the corner. Liam McDonald sends that up, but intercepted at the blue line, and another quick shot. Rebound behind the net. Creek battling in front. Lemke's a tough kid in there. Net gets knocked off again. James Lemke is one of the toughest kids on the Creek team, and he was battling on the side of the net, knocked the net off, got the whistle, creating a little havoc down there and some pressure.
Yeah, Lemmer, we call him Lemmer. If he doesn't get the puck in, then he's going to go in with it.
Dad played goalie at University of North Dakota, up from that part of the world. His dad knows hockey for sure.
Nice job, Mr. Lorenzo.
Face-off win. Lorenzo gets there first, sends it all the way back down. Stolino picks that up behind the net. He reads his power play, brings it all the way across the blue line. He's going to gain the red line, take it all the way down the left-hand side. Button hook around, buy some time. Nice job by Stolino. He hands it back down to the corner to Charles Keating, who gets tied up by Armitage immediately. Armitage not going to let that puck loose with the power play unit out there. Finally, Eli Ash gets that way up in the air and out. Smart play by Regis.
Yeah.
Burned about 30 seconds off the clock with 30 left to go. Stolino makes a nice move, sends that wide, but just off the stick of Connor Wagner. Connor Wagner with a hard check, and Nolan Williams sends it back down below. So Stolino looking to Keating up high. Chips, but stepped up by Crowell, who gets hit by Connor Wagner as he dumps that in with Brenner behind the net. Brenner on Stolino.
10 left in the penalty.
Jack Linville's going to carry the line. He comes right down the middle, and he fires a shot. Nice save by Hernandez. Didn't know where it was initially, but made the save.
That was a blocker save. Bounced off his blocker in an awkward manner.
Damrath with a stretch pass at the blue line. They call it offsides. Beautiful vision by Matthew Carter to hit Damrath at the far blue. He might have been a skate lace offsides.
That might be why Matthew Carter is leading the team in assists this year. That's a good demonstration of why that's happening. But awkward rebound coming off of Hernandez's blocker. I think it caught the inside of the blocker and bounced back in the direction it came from.
It almost looked like it was a pass over to the opposite side, but hard to see from here.
So breakout gets intercepted, turned back down with that Lemke line back out there for Creek. Quick shot wide of the net. Rims up to Damrath. He gets there. Curls and loses it on the wall. Kretschmer with a quick shot wide of the net. Liam McDonald finally shovels that up, but that's turned over. Nice forecheck by Kretschmer in the corner there. Puck finally comes up to Williams, who hits Damarath in the middle of the ice. Damarath hangs on for a quick shot on net.
The squats are paying off for Mr. Damarath.
Grayson Helms stepped up on Damarath, and he kept control of the puck, got pushed off the dot, but still got a shot on net with Nolan Williams.
Just opened up a little butterfly there. Good strong legs, held his position, created a scoring opportunity. As suspected, that last penalty, which has now been killed, did change the momentum of the game a little bit. We spent the first 5 minutes entirely in the Bruins zone, and the last 2 minutes or so post that penalty, Creeks has had a little momentum again. So
Teddy Armitage under pressure turns it over to Bonasinga, but just off his stick, and Avery Osgood chips just across the line. It comes up and out. That's going to be an offsides by Sorensen. It's a good transition there. Teddy Armitage had 3 guys on him, got that puck over the blue line.
And we're quickly at the midpoint of the second period. This second period has flown by.
It is.
He's got the Keating-Sisto line out there with Bonasinga for Creek. Sorensen, Osgood, Skellerud for the Raiders. Creek tries to send that puck deep, and that's an icing.
Mr. Schaefer with the snowshoes on there. Deciding that he's going to make it look hard and go slow. draws the icing, face off back in the offensive zone.
Trent, one of the seniors on the team, he's done this quite a bit.
He knows. He knows. Big, long strides. See if I can just slow it up.
Skellerud wins the draw to Sorensen, up to Schaefer. Schaefer sends it back down. And Stelino's going to get there first. With Skellerud and forechecking with Sorensen. He's got 2 guys on him. Sorensen goes down. But Skellerud still battering. Avery Osgood comes in for help, but Stelino smartly high off the glass, sent back in by Armitage, but then back out. And Bonasinga with wheels is all over Schaefer. But Schaefer, a nice evasive move to get that up and over the blue line.
Here it comes.
Avery Osgood on the forecheck. But Creek with some speed gains the line.
Whoops.
And they're coming in 3-on-1. But nice step up by Teddy. Strong stick. And Regis gets that up and over the line.
Here we go.
Connor Ihaya, 3-on-2 over to Avery Osgood. He's got a man driving. Schaefer in front and a tip. But just ends up behind the net. Trent Schaefer hanging on over to Teddy. Teddy back to Schaefer. Schaefer sends that back down to Camden Lai with Ihaya battling in front. Camden Lai evades the check behind the net, and he's going to wheel up to Liam Waters. Liam Waters back down. He gets hit hard. Liam Waters gloves it at the line to keep it in. Nice job. Finally up and out to Bonasinga. Bonasinga gains the red line, sends that all the way back down, and he's got a winger, David White. Checked hard by Waters, but kept in. David White all over the ice down there, but Regis somehow gets that up, and Eli Ash sends it over to the line.
Yeah, David White has 1 speed and 1 speed only.
Full speed.
Which is like being shot out of a cannon.
Liam McDonald tries to send back down, but off the jersey of a Creek player. Back and forth, sent back down. Creek's going to regroup with Camden Lai in front of the net. Now Max Myhill on the forecheck. Creek makes a nice feed to get it over the blue line, but turned over in the neutral zone. And Evan Eisen, Luke Damarath picks his stick, sends it back down. Max Myhill. Nice hard check by Creek to knock him off the puck. Pete Armitage picks that up. Had Myhill up high, as you could hear.
Yeah.
Myhill intercepts that puck on the wall. Liam Waters steps into the play. They quickly reverse to Eisen. Eisen goes high hard off the glass to get out of trouble. Smart play by Eisen after about 45 seconds of relentless pressure by Myhill. Waters. Lorenzo gets the whistle.
Yeah, I was calling Myhill out there. Sorry for interrupting you, Will, but he was sitting just high and alone, a lonely player in the high slot there. Puck was bouncing. Our RJ player just couldn't get it to settle down and feed it to him. If he had of, would have been one of the better scoring chances of the game.
Face-off win up to Crowell. Quick shot off the shin pad.
That's the kid.
A good forecheck by Williams, a good stick. Over to Stellino. Stellino stretch pass to the middle. Matthew Carter steps up and blocks that. Brenner's got that, feeds over to Williams with Damrath coming in. Nice stick check and a hard check by number 16, Logan Flay on Nolan Williams. Matthew Carter steps up on the wall with his skate. Nolan Williams and Damrath on the forecheck here. Damrath gets hit hard on the boards by Jackson O'Brien, but maintains control in the corner.
Some bodies being thrown around there.
Connor Wagner, Stellino, and Damrath, 3 former teammates battling for it. Damrath keeps it on the wall. He's going to go behind the net with Stellino. Turns, gets taken down with a nice check by Stellino, who feeds the middle. Camden Lai with a quick one-time from Brenner. Damrath
that was awesome.
Checked on the wall by Stellino, gets knocked down. And Damrath and Stellino are in a pile on the boards. Puck comes up to Crowell.
Well, that was incredible vision by Brenner. Just a beautiful little touch pass and a one-timer by Camden Lai.
Yep, Camden Lai backhand saucers that behind the net to Ash. Nice job by Flay, but Ash picks his pocket, sends it in front to Ihaya, makes a nice forehand move, and Barney, I have no idea, did a full split to make that save with the right-hand pad.
That puck was on his left side and bounced back. I don't think it was a pass. I think it bounced back to the right side, the short side, and he somehow got that right leg kicked back against that post in what was going to be a sure goal.
He had one skate on one post and the other skate on the other, and pads on the ice.
Great goaltending.
I could do that if the nets were shorter or smaller.
And has to make another quick save off the face-off there and smothers it for his team.
That was a 2-0 lead for the Raiders here with 2:52 to go in the second period. But that was a sure 2-0 lead. It remains 1-0 at this point in time with some spectacular goaltending for Creek.
Barney's a gamer for sure. Camden Lai back behind the net with Ihaya. Battling, puck still finally comes loose. Ash, it's loose in front with Ihaya. Camden Lai finally gets knocked off the puck, and Ash picks it up. Back down to Ihaya in the corner. Ihaya looking for Camden Lai, who he finds behind. Camden Lai is going to finally come up high to Schaefer. Schaefer fires it on, and it's tipped
off of Ash.
Off of Ihaya or Ash. I think it actually might have gone off Ihaya's stick on the way to the net. We'll see here.
And that's going to be Eli Ash, perhaps. Let's see if we get a read here.
One of the two.
That is Eli Ash.
Eli Ash gets his stick on the low shot.
I don't even know.
The replay.
I don't even know if that was a shot as much, and it was, but it was as much a pass as it was a shot. So some outstanding pressure, and I was just going to comment in the next break that I'm absolutely loving the Raiders' forecheck here. The forecheck is relentless. Part of that forecheck isn't just that F1 pressure, but it's never giving up on the play. So even if they lose possession of the puck, you'll see they're back checking hard, getting sticks on sticks. There's no give up in the Raiders today, and that was evident in that last possession, making it a 2-0 lead for the Raiders with 1:50 to go in the second period.
Puck immediately back deep in the Creek end, and they're trying to get a breakout going. Finally, all they could do to get it across the line, and Liam Waters sends it back down. Over to Stellino. Stellino looks for the stretch pass, and he makes one to Sisto. Sisto's a great shooter. Takes it to his strong hand, hangs on to it, but Waters keeps him nicely to the outside. Sisto scrambling behind the net. Finally, 2 guys on him with Charles Keating, but they can't keep it in. Comes up and out, sends it all the way back down to Liam Waters. Liam Waters goes D to D to Liam McDonald.
Nice outlet.
He's got Drew Lorenzo with a stretch pass at the far blue, and Nolan Williams is going to get there. Nolan Williams battling behind the net. Zane Miller picks that puck up for Creek. Finally sends that up and out to the middle, but sent right back down by Jake Crowell.
Renner protecting himself.
He knew it was coming.
Bad chip for Creek, but they get control. Damrath on the forecheck against Zane Miller, and a hard forecheck by Brenner and Damrath again. Brenner.
That's what I'm talking about right there. No give up.
Unbelievable forecheck to keep that puck in, and Bonasinga on the wall. Sent back down by Eli Ash. Damrath, Ash. Williams, Ash, and Brenner all on the wall. Puck squirted out to Brenner for a quick shot.
So what I was talking about on that last exchange, that last goal for the Raiders, was no give up in the sense that even if the puck is turned over, they're not peeling away. They're actually staying in pursuit of the puck nonstop, and that was evidenced there by Brenner, who again lost it, and the breakout could have easily happened. But he just got on his horse and got after it. He stole the puck back off the Creek player and kept the offensive zone pressure. Nice job, Raiders.
Yes.
Eisen chips high, but it comes up to Armitage, who's got a shot. Barney saw it all the way. Glove save, and the puck will be frozen here in the Creek end with Connor Wagner, Evan Eisen. I believe they've got, not sure if that's Lemke out there or not.
15 seconds left in the period.
Jackson O'Brien, number 20, on the wall with Eli Ash for a check, and Connor Wagner chips that up and out into the Regis bench, and they're going to get a face-off again.
Or is it? Check that net. That's 5
got
minutes?
5:51 in the period.
So what I meant by 15 seconds left was before the next face-off. It's 5:51 left in the period.
So we got Linville, O'Brien, Wagner out there for Creek on the forward line with the Haya line for Regis. Evan Eisen out there on D with Logan Flay. Puck gets sent back down.
No, so that was right.
It wasn't a 5. You were right, Alan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's just a tough clock to read.
We can't see the clock from up here in the booth. But that'll give us a nice breather to see what's going on. I don't know if they're going to do an ice make or not.
I think so, yep.
Yep, looks like we're going to have a break here.
So during the last intermission, we definitely want to call out our sponsors again here. We'll do so at the end of the game, but Jeff and Linda Osgood. Oh, no, we're not going to do a Zam break. But we'll call them out anyways. I was going to say during the intermission, we're going to run that video one more time, which was the Armitages, and this is their last season with the RJ Raiders program. You got Teddy and Pete. Teddy being our number 22, our defenseman, 6 being Pete, our forward. We will play that video for you guys again at the end of the game, so tune in for an extra couple minutes there at the end of the game. I tried to make a 3-minute video for a 3-minute break, and either my math was wrong or the referee's math was wrong in the last one because it got cut off with the last 10 or 20 seconds of that video. So we're going to play that for you guys one more time. What a tremendous contest this has been. Third period of 3 15-minute periods coming up. 15 minutes to go in it. 2-0 lead for the Raiders. Very, very impressed with the forecheck today.
Yep, and Creek coach is over there on the whiteboard behind the bench, and he's just drawing at their blue line, their blue line, their blue line. The turnovers at the Creek blue line have been a big difference for possession time and just playing into the Regis forecheck. So if they can clean that up and get it over their blue line coming out of their end, they'll make life easier for themselves in the third period here, down 2-0.
You've been there a few times, Will, but transitioning that from the whiteboard to ice is not the easiest thing to do. And what I have been impressed with is not only the strong forecheck, it's a good two-man forecheck that we are relentless on down low. It's the staying engaged.
Easier said than done. Easier said than done.
Yeah, it's the staying engaged with the play, and that is tough as a defender to make quick, smart moves when you got a forechecker barreling down on you, and especially one that doesn't give up. That doesn't give up once the play is turned over.
I'd like to say something about this Regis team. What I see, everything we're talking about is true. That pressure, that forecheck, the neutral ice play. But I'm going to really dig deep and say that fourth line has been amazing. They've done their job, giving 1, 2, and 3 a break.
It's a great call out. I was gonna mention the same thing, is that all 4 lines are driving the net as well. So they're playing a similar system. We got everybody in the game. Everybody's contributing. Let's finish strong here. Third period, 14:56 to go.
Myhill, Lorenzo line out there with Pete Armitage out there with Liam McDonald, and that's a penalty. They're going to call that on Liam McDonald.
So that's the third infraction for the Raiders today, I believe, if my math is correct here, but that's number 3. And that was a late call.
Bonasinga moving his feet with the battle on the wall caused McDonald to get his stick in there and not let go.
Yeah, I just share with you guys that the ref, that hand went up a good 3-4 seconds later.
I bet you it was his timing on that video.
Wagner for Creek over to Stelino. Tries a cross-ice pass. Nice interception by Max Myhill. Nice stick in the lane there. So Myhill and Lorenzo will kill this penalty for Regis. Stretching the ice with Keating as Creek, but they can't get it up to him. Nice step up by Lorenzo. Creek shovels that up high into the neutral zone, but Lorenzo gets there first and sends it back down to Stelino, who's going to gather that puck with Keating up high.
First 40 seconds of the
and
penalty
Wagner down low.
have been exhausted.
Nice patience by Stelino. Gets it over to Wagner on the far blue, who feeds to the middle. Keating with a forehand shot. Nice block by Matthew Carter to get a line change on the PK.
Matthew Carter saying something to Keating on the way by. Probably something to the effect that didn't hurt, but I bet you it did a little.
So Creek gains the line coming down the left-hand side with Jack Linville. He cycles back down low. Teddy Armitage tries to break that up. Jack O'Brien behind the net, tries to get it up high. Brenner's got a one-on-one. Brenner with a nifty move and a quick shot and a save by Bart. Oh, and Damrath comes in for the rebound and hits Barnhart right in the pad. A hard step up by Wagner and a collision with Wagner and Armitage in the neutral zone. I think Wagner got the better of that.
He usually does.
Sure looked like it.
He usually does.
Brenner tries a clear and it comes right out on the stick of Kretschmer.
Well, let me say Hernandez really alert on that play because that was a definite clear. That was a fan. We fanned on that play and really set up the offensive play for the Creek team with a high-quality scoring chance. And Hernandez could have easily not been prepared for that, but he was. And a well-positioned save again by Elijah.
Sisto with the face-off win, back up to Kretschmer. Quick shot on net and a save. It's loose in front, but Hernandez finally smothers it.
Doing his job. Great job, Elijah. 4 seconds remaining on the PK. Those are nerve-wracking shots coming from the point when you got traffic out front.
Suihaya with the face-off wins it to the corner. Matthew Carter high off the glass, and it comes up and out, and that'll kill it. So Josh Kretschmer battling in the neutral zone with Camden Lai. Crowell over to Carter. Tries to chip to Barnes, or Eli Ash, excuse me. It goes all the way down. Over to Kretschmer. Chips it to the middle. Crowell steps up in the neutral zone, and Camden Lai's going to pick that up. He's got two guys. It's a quick shot, low and a rebound. Smart play making a shot there with two guys driving the net, and a rebound.
It's in.
It might be in the net. Nope. Barnhart, a deflection by Ihaya in front. Ends up underneath Barnhart. I don't know how he saved that.
I don't know how he saved that, and I don't know how Camden Lai, moving in one direction, ended up going in the opposite direction so quickly. But he did. That was unbelievable, the speed that he had on that pivot going back into the offensive zone.
Face-off win up to Schaefer. Schaefer curls around to his backhand. Goes D to Armitage. Over to Osgood. Osgood hands that to Skellerud. Skellerud back up to Armitage. Tries to cycle back down low, intercepted by Keating. Keating's going to chip to the middle right at the blue line, but a good step up by Trent Schaefer.
There goes Trent.
Trent Schaefer's got Harry Sorensen on the far side, gains the blue line, goes to his backhand, tries to get forehand. Puck back to Skellerud in the corner. Skellerud cycles over to Osgood.
I like the odds if Schaefer had been able to get that back to his forehand. Well, that's their first penalty of the game. So Keating
on the hook.
Yep, gets a stick up in the waist area, the arms of Armitage, and Armitage is going to draw the first penalty for the Creek team here. We're going to go to the power play with what appears to be 11:23 to go in the third period. So 2 minutes or less for the Raiders for their first power play of the game.
That actually works, moving your head side to side. Those numbers pop
It does.
out.
It does. I know. You think I'm dancing?
I was wondering what you were doing.
What Ish is talking about. In order to get a clear look at that clock, you literally got to do a little dance to shift your eyes and see it.
I like your dance moves.
Thank you. You're the only one.
So Williams cycles down to Brenner with Damrath in front. Brenner peels out of the corner. He's looking for somebody high. Over to Williams. Williams keeping it on the wall. Back to Brenner with Damrath. And Williams in front, just off his skates. Crowell with a quick shot and a rebound.
Loose.
Williams with a backhander, and that's saved.
Setting up on the right side there, usually not our strong side for a setup on the power play. We overload typically the left side, but it worked all the same. A beautiful little give and go, drive the net and get the puck down low.
Yeah.
A couple rebounds, almost chip one in there, Will.
Yep.
1:37 to go in the power play.
Brenner will take this face-off. Bonasinga out there for Creek, right in front of the net. In the feet. Puck comes up to Carter. He keeps it down the wall to Williams. Over to Brenner with Damrath in front on his stick and just off his stick and up and out. So Carter's going to have to come back, collect that puck. One-man forechecking. He takes refuge behind the net, waiting for his forwards to cycle through, and he steps out of the net over to Crowell. Hits Williams on the far side. Williams is going to take that zone entry right through the middle over to Crowell with a quick shot and a rebound. Crowell on his back in the corner, but gets back up. Nolan Williams picks that puck up into the skates of Damrath with a backhand quick in front. Comes out. And Crowell tries to send it again in front, but it's still loose behind the net. Crowell maintaining control, rims it around, and Kretschmer's going to pick that up and fire it out. Sorry, Connor Wagner fires that out for Creek. Eli Ash tries to chip to Damrath with the far blue. That's sent all the way back down to Liam McDonald. Bonasinga on the forecheck with Connor Wagner.
20 seconds to go in the power play.
Connor Wagner steps up into the lane, intercepts that puck, but Trent Schaefer sends it all the way back down with Ihaya and Ash. Creek is able to collect that with 10 seconds left in the penalty and send it all the way back down. So that'll do it for the power play. Quick breakout pass up to Ash. Cross ice to Schaefer. Schaefer back to Ash into his skates, but he collects it, gets over the red line, and he sends that behind the net. Camden Lai on Stelino. Puck in the corner. In the skates of Ash, but Lai picks that up, goes up to Liam McDonald, over to Schaefer. Schaefer with a shot high over the net. Bounces back up to McDonald. Camden Lai checked by Wagner on the boards, and that puck's up and out, but sent back down, and Regis is going to go for a line change. With Kretschmer, Stelino, Wagner out for Creek. Stelino gains the neutral zone. He comes right up the middle. Chips into the corner, gets his own rebound.
It's almost a parting of the seas.
Nice centering pass, intercepted by Max Myhill. Max Myhill tries to get it out, but James Lemke, turns that back into the zone. That puck's going to hit the beam in Family Sports Center, and that'll be a face-off.
8:17 remaining in the third period. Creek is definitely going to need to change their game, no sitting back now. I'd imagine that they're going to be a little more aggressive in the defensive zone. We might see the D start to pinch in the offensive zone, even contribute to the play, rushing the puck through the neutral zone. This will be interesting to watch to see if they do change their style a little bit, a little more offensive pressure, and whether or not that creates, in turn, some opportunities for the Raiders with odd man rushes going the other way. We'll watch for it.
Oh, and a breakaway chance, but
Back check.
Teddy Armitage on the back check, no call.
Go, let's go, let's go.
So that was Logan Samador. I think maybe one of his first shifts of the night, ends up with a breakaway and a good back check by Teddy to break it up. I think Creek wanted a call on that one.
There was a little bit of a buzz in the building.
Yeah.
And I suspect that that's what they were calling for. Was that Teddy with maybe a hook, and then Waters came in behind him, and maybe an interference call there could have been made as well.
Nice feed to Brenner in front, and a quick shot just wide of the net. Moved it to his forehand. Brenner checked off the puck, and Nolan Williams and Damrath. Damrath to his backhand, fires one to the net off the skate of the D. And Creek is going to go cross ice through the middle here. There's a race, but Crowell's going to get there first. Crowell with a turnover to Kretschmer at the far blue. Feeds it to Sisto in the middle. Sisto can shoot. Backhand shot just wide of the net. The rebound picked up and sent up to Damrath. Damrath 1-on-2. Skirts one guy. Stelino steps up at the blue line. Nice job by Stelino on Damrath at the blue line. Crowell picks that up, gains the red line, sends that over to the Creek bench, and that'll be a whistle.
You can definitely feel the tempo picking up a little bit. Exactly as I was suggesting, you're starting to see a little bit, a few more risks being taken by the Creek team.
Yeah.
It is generating some offensive opportunities for them, but the tempo and the energy in the building just went up about 2 notches over the course of the last minute or so.
I can feel it.
6:34 to go in the third period. The clock becoming a bit of an enemy to the Bruins here.
So Wagner, Bonasing out there for Creek, Scalarud, Sorensen, and Osgood out there for Regis. Creek gains the line. Matthew Carter steps up nicely to nullify the zone entry, and Avery Osgood battling on the wall high here.
Stay with it, OG.
Bonasinga chips that deep to Skellerud. Skellerud's going to hand that back to McDonald behind the net. McDonald, without a lot of time, tries to feed Sorensen, and finally Skellerud bails him out and gets it up over the line. This cross-ice pass by Creek.
6-minute mark of the third.
Good back check by Sorensen, and Carter's going to wheel through the neutral zone, gain the line, and send that deep with Osgood on the forecheck with Sorensen.
You're going to see a lot of that now, guys, where this is going to be a dump and only one guy pursuing it for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Creek gains the neutral zone, gets stepped up hard, and that could be a call, but no call on Sorensen with a hit in the back there on Bonasinga. Creek tries to hit Sisto through the middle, but behind him, Liam McDonald picks that puck up. Just feeds a soft one through the neutral zone. He's going to get that deep in the far corner with Eli Ash.
We need one guy going.
Evan Eisen collects that puck, looking up ice, but turns it over in the middle there to Yahya. Yahya tries to hand it to Ash. A dangerous play. Kretschmer finally moves his feet and gets that over the line. Kretschmer intercepts his own deflection in the neutral zone, sends that back down, and Trent Schaefer is there with Brady Sisto and Kretschmer on the forecheck. Nice job by Canham Lai to send that across. Teddy Armachas, forechecked by Creek, gets it up to Lai. Lai takes it wide. He's got Ihaya in the middle, feeds Ihaya. Ihaya, quick shot. Barney, a rebound. Makes this save on the rebound as well. Ethan Barnhart standing up big again.
I'll tell you a little funny play on that last exchange, the one prior to this in the offensive zone. We dumped the puck in deep, and as I was suggesting, one guy was supposed to go pursue it. All 3 guys peeled away at the same time. They all thought, who's going in? So all 3 went back in the zone.
No you.
And that created no passing lane for the Creek player, and that's how it got turned over the blue line and put back in for a great scoring opportunity.
Yeah.
So with 4:40 to go, I think it's 4:40 to go here, yep. Third period, we're down to the wire.
Face-off win to Creek up to Crowell, and a high fluttering shot gets gloved down by Creek, but lands right in the slot.
Loose.
And it's loose. Oh. So great defensive play by Creek, gloving that puck out of the air, but once he did, it dropped right in the slot. And another quick shot in front.
Those low goal mouth scrambles are tough.
Max Myhill taking the face-off with Drew Lorenzo on his right and Pete Armitage on his left. Jake Crowell up high with Matthew Carter. Stelino out there for Creek. Shot opportunity by Crowell, blocked by Creek. And a bad D-to-D pass off the stick of Stelino gets turned over in the corner. Connor Wagner checked hard on the boards. Lorenzo's going to feed that back down low to Pete. Pete gets hit hard, and Stelino goes high off the glass, but Crowell's able to keep that in. Nice. And a shot off the defenseman's shin pads. Max Myhill back checking in the neutral zone to keep that puck from entering the zone deep, but it finally comes in deep, and Crowell's going to go D-to-D. Nobody's there. Damrath off the bench comes down low. Gets hit hard, but puck battle on the wall with Carter. Creek picks that up, a quick centering pass and a shot by Creek. Nice opportunity by Creek there.
3.5 minutes to go, Will.
Max Myhill on the check. Damrath centering pass behind him, gets turned over, and a quick shot and a nice save by Hernandez. Matthew Carter finally rims that hard all the way up and out.
Not going to make it.
Not going to be an icing, so Damrath and Williams on the forehand stretch pass with the line change to Connor Wagner, who can shoot and can't get the shot off on net, and it's wide of the net.
We'll see what
tries a centering pass. Brenner picks that up. He's tripped, and that's going to be a call.
What I was just about to say there is we'll see at what point in time the Creek coach entertains pulling the goaltender with 2-0 deficit to go and only 3 minutes and 1 second to go in the third period. That is definitely going to change the dynamics of the game for both teams, candidly, but specifically for Creek.
James Lemke, yes. James Lemke will go into the box here with 3 minutes left, so they're going to have to kill it before they can take some chances.
That or they decide to just put 5-on-5 out there by pulling their goalie, which is an unlikely move at this point in time.
Cross-ice pass from Damrath over to Williams just behind him. Williams will feed back down to Brenner down low. Brenner, nice backhand sauce up to Matthew Carter to keep that in. Just off the skate of Williams. Loose puck at the blue line, finally up and out. Matthew Carter's going to send that all the way back down. Brenner on the forecheck. Can't get there first, but Damrath
watch the guy behind you.
Support Matthew Carter. Over to Williams. Quick shot wide of the net. It's going to wrap around to Crowell. Crowell with a strong stick, but a step up by Creek. And they send that up into the neutral zone. Keating on the rush. Met by Matthew Carter. Keating tied up on the boards by Ash, and Carter's going to send that D to Crowell. Crowell is going to reverse back and send that over to Crowell. Ash through the middle to Brenner. Damrath picks it up wide.
Yeah, that was
they
offside.
might call an offside, I think, with the confusion at the blue line between Damrath and Brenner.
They had on the PK there, as soon as they felt they had a turnover coming and there was a 50-50 puck battle, you got the Creek players who are flying high into the neutral zone. We're even behind our D a little bit. At this point in the game with a 2-0 lead, we got to make sure we stay on the defensive side of those players.
Camden Lai makes a quick move at the blue line, gets it in but turned over. Trent Schaefer high into the netting.
1:39 to go in the third period. 2-0 lead, 39 seconds left on the RJ power play. Ash out there.
Yahia Ash, Camden Lai, Trent Schaefer, Liam McDonald. Got Connor Wagner, Evan Stelino, Jacob Bonasinga out there for Creek with Zane Miller. Schaefer D to McDonald. Donald back to Schaefer. Showing some nice patience. Schaefer gaining the red line and this time gets it deep with Yahia on the forecheck on Stelino. Schaefer comes down all the way down low to pick that puck up. He goes wide over to Ash. Ash tries to get that up to Liam McDonald, but intercepted and sent all the way down. And Hernandez is going to have to play that puck.
Back to even strength.
And he does. That's going to be a penalty interference on Liam McDonald. So Connor Wagner on the PK saw Elijah trying to figure out if he was going to play the puck into which D. And I think Liam McDonald might have interfered. I saw the referee.
Yeah, I would suspect that we should see a timeout if they're eligible here. Sometimes they're not in the round robin format, and I'm going to guess they're not. The goaltender is pulled, so it's going to be a 6-on-4 for the next 2 minutes, with only one of them left in the period. So 1 minute left in the period. The net is off, I believe.
Let me see who we've got on this left-hand side with Creek. We've got Jack Linville over here on his strong side, on his offhand, so he can get that one-time pass on the power play. Connor Wagner's going to take the draw. Wins it to Linville on the wall. Teddy Armitage on the forecheck. Keating on the wall on his strong hand. Nice feather pass to Salino. Over to Connor Wagner. Nets off again.
I don't think, yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been Hernandez that time. I think it was a little battle.
So they've got the Bulldog, James Lemke, parked right in front of the net with that big body and strength.
And you got Teddy Armitage battling with them, and the two of them collided with the net, putting it off the moorings. Again, 41 seconds.
Come on, Raiders.
Left in the period.
So Wagner with a battle, and Lorenzo picks that up. Off the skate of the Creek player, weird deflection, gets sent behind the net.
Cover.
Linville battling with Max Myhill behind the net, ends up in front. Keating with a quick shot, and I don't know how Hernandez saved
20
that.
seconds.
Stelino keeps it in, fires it to the net, high of the net, into the glove, but then out. And Connor Wagner carrying that behind the net, looking in front, finds somebody. I don't know what the whistle. The net's off again.
The net's off again, yep.
It's that post-to-post movement. I think Elijah just digging in and going left to right. And
Yeah, I'm going to go with when it's often that it's off the moorings. You know, you might want to take a second and put those pegs a little deeper into the ice. But with that said, we'll take advantage of the stoppage and play with only 8 seconds to go in the period. 2-goal lead. Will remain shorthanded for the balance of it.
Come on, Regis.
Face-off win by Brenner into the corner. He gets taken down, gets back up. Linville with a quick last shot and a save, and that'll be a shutout.
Hell yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, listen, the star of the game today certainly going to Hernandez with a beautiful shutout. I wouldn't say it was probably the most shots he's seen in a game, but I'd certainly say probably the highest percentage of quality shots that he's had to face. And he stood tall in that net today for our Raiders. All-around good game. 2-0 win for the RJ Raiders over the Cherry Creek Bruins in the first of a 3-game round robin.
Yep. It's like you say, you know, do your job. When you don't see many shots, you want to do your job when they start coming. I think he did a great job.
He saw enough shots to keep him busy.
Yeah.
And they were good, high-quality shots from Elijah. Elijah, just an outstanding game. So we're going to be back in action on Saturday. Again, I think it's 2:30 p.m. I think it's 2 p.m. Saturday Mountain Standard Time. And then again, 8 p.m. that night. I'm going to get Jeff, our Shaw Hockey camera guy, going to get his attention. And we're going to run that 3-minute video again. Stay tuned for it, guys. Just hang on. A little tribute to the Armitages. That's their senior year, playing it out here on our JV program. And we're going to turn that over to Jeff. Hey, Jeff, can you run it one more time? He's going to run it right now. Adios. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you guys on Saturday.
All right, have a good one.